Hello there, this is Christian and welcome back to my computer and Fusion 360. Today I will try to do a beginner's, we can call it a tutorial. I just want to show you two different workflows to create the same thing. I don't say that one is correct and one is bad. I just want to show some different ways to do things. Start off just explain my full process. Oh, sorry, first of all, I'm going to link a video above where I explain some of the settings I've changed. I will also explain this, try to remember, explain all the changes I've done to the settings, and there's also some shortcuts. I will try to avoid using shortcuts and use the menus. I sometimes forget, sorry about that, I'm a speedy person. But first of all, let's have a look at the drawing. This is a little small exercise, practice number 1, so this should be really easy. Yes, it is easy. Let's zoom in a bit. If we have a look at this, we have some type of dimension here, we have a dimension here. These two are basically extrusion dimensions, so we should be seeing all the dimensions we need here. Yeah, the 40 dimensions up here, but the same as this here. So this view, from this view, we see everything of the part. So this is what I will sketch. I will first show you how I sketch this is in the early beginning, where I sketch everything that's in the drawing. And then I like to show you a bit of extreme version of the other way, where I sketch the bare minimum dimension and then use features to create the part. This is like two ways to create things in Fusion, and sometimes there's a golden midway in the middle of the things. That's the best way to do things. So, but I just want to share this and hope you enjoy it. Let's start create a new component. Part 1. I don't want to call anything stupid. Part 1. Style. Style. I can't spell. Style. New. Like you're a new beginner, you will most probably sketch everything you see. I did that. That's nothing strange. We're going to create a sketch. I'm going to select the front plane here to work on. The first thing, we have a line here, so let's start a line. Because I'll make it horizontal, it's going to be 80. We're going to use constraint. Yes, I have shrink my window here, so I have to hit the constraints down here. I'm using midpoint, this line, and this point, so I get it locked down. Let's open up here and see. By locking it down like that, I get a fully constrained sketch. And now we can start sketching the other stuff here. We have a line here. It goes like this. It gives me the parallel constraints. I say thank you, and then I go up. I finish that, and then I do the same thing over here. I try to use the help lines to get me somewhere correctly, like that. And we can start dimensioning. We can dimension. I'm gonna hit dimension up here. You can hit D over keyboard if you want to. The dimension from here to here is 10. And the dimension between these two should be 45 degrees. We can also put it down here, 45. And I'm gonna simply make, let's do a dimension first. This here is supposed to be 40. And the dimension between these two are supposed to be 40. Let's see if things fly away. It didn't fly away. Thank you, Fusion. And I'm gonna hit escape to stop the dimension tool and do some equal constraint. Let's see if it works. This one is equal to that one. This one is equal to that one. And let's see, it's not still fully defined. These two are equal. And by doing that, we have a fully defined sketch with dimension and everything everywhere. We are just missing the arcs, so hit escape again. We're going to create arc. I'm going to use, we can do 3 points arcs. That's the easy one sometimes. We're going to do from here to here and just do it somewhere here for now. And this dimension that directly. Can dimension this. And as we can see, it goes horizontal like this. It's tangent to the side here. That means it needs to have a radius of 20. If I don't talk too wrong. Yes, I'm thinking correctly today. And we have two small lines. We have a line from here to here. Finish that. We do a line from here to here. You get the perpendicular constraints. Thank you. I had hit L on the keyboard to start the line command. Sorry, I forgot to say that. And we have another arc. We're going to create an arc. There's still a 3-point arc from here to here, down to here. And we shall now These are concentric. Hit escape now to stop arc command. in constraints, we're going to use concentric. These circles are locked down, so if I click these two, they're going to be concentric and nice. So the only thing I need to now add is the dimension of this arc, and we should have a fully defined sketch like that. Because these two are concentric, these lines are the same length. So by doing that, we have sketched everything we can see in this drawing. So you're going to finish sketch, and in solid we're going to do some extrudes. And if we have a look, the top part here is extruded. It does it the wrong way now, so I wanted this direction, so it'll be -40. And once again, you can see my sketch didn't hide because I've turned off auto hide of sketches after doing features. I don't like that feature. I'll prefer to turn off the sketches by hand. That's up to you. Adapt things to your workflow. Once again, extrude, and this part, and -30. It was 30, says down here. And now I hide my sketch. So we have created a part. Looks nice. Yeah. It works. It's perfectly good to go. And you have a very nice sketch to go back and have a look at with all the dimensions in. But if I like it to take it to other extreme, where I sketch the bare minimum parts of this thing. Gonna finish sketch. We're gonna create a new component, so we can have a second component. Or we still call it part 1. Part 1 style stupid, because I'm stupid. We're gonna hide this one. And now I want to sketch the bare minimum of this. First of all, looking at this, there's a symmetry. This is but stupid to do this, of course. This is such simple, you can just sketch it, but I just want to explain the thought process when I see something more advanced shapes. If I want to do this, I would do half of it. This is symmetric, so I can do just half of it. These are round corners, which I can create using fillets. This corner here can be created in a chamfer. It says 45 degrees, and it says 10 here. It means that this distance must also be 10, basic geometry. So let's do part 1, style stupid. Stupid 1. Stupid 2 will come later. Less of this. I will think, I will start in the same place. I will start a line. And now we basically could draw everything I want. I will draw a line. I start here. I will start in this point down here. It goes here. It goes out. It goes up. It goes in. It goes up. And it goes in. Boom, boom, and boom. Like that. And just draw the basic shape. You see, I have removed all the helping the corners and stuff. You have to rethink the model a bit in your brain to do this. I hit escape. This is going to be horizontal. Let's add some dimensions. Dimension up here. This here is now 80 divided by 2, because we are going to sketch in half of it. This here is going to be 10. This dimension here is still going to be 40. The dimension radius 10, it means that this here needs to be 10, and I can use equal constraint. This is 10 and this should be 10, so make these two equal. And the dimension of this line and this line here, that's 40 divided by 2, because the full length is 40 divided by 2. And we need one more line to create the bottom of this. There's going to be a line straight over here. And, oh sorry, that's the wrong option. Control Z to undo that. I happen to hit the rectangle. I don't want rectangle, I want a line. Sometimes I hit wrong in the menus. Do a line from here to here. We're going to dimension that from this point up to here. Put the dimension out here, and it's going to be the same. So I'm just going to pick up this dimension here, 20 or D16. So if I change anything. And by doing that, I have done the complete sketch. It just looks a bit like a mess, as you can see. So this is hard. It's something if you sketch it like mere, call it a scaled down sketching. It can be confusing if you go back and look at sketches. But let's do the body now. Finish. We're going to extrude. Once again, this will shall extrude -40. And extrude the second one higher down here. -30. Like that, and we're gonna hide the sketch. Open up, sorry, I forget to open up to show the nice sketches. Yes, the sketch is fully defined, so we're gonna hide that one. Have earlier too. And now we're gonna use the tools. We're gonna do a fillet. Let's start with this inside here, and that is 10. I'm going to add, because the next fill is not the same size, I'm going to add this one here. And that is 40 divided by 2, because that's the radius if you get 40 divided by 2. By doing that, we're done with the rounded corners, and we have a chamfer left. Sorry about that, my coffee is making me upset. Like that. And that's a 10mm chamfer, select 10. And the last thing we're going to do, we're going to use, scratch my leg, sorry. Great, where are you? Mirror, mirror, mirror. I forget what commands are. I don't use the menus that much. I prefer using the search function. I'm blind today. Let's do like I like to do it. Hit S on the keyboard, type in mirror, and you find the mirror command. And we use the first one, that's for solid mirrors. That we're going to select body, and we're going to do this body here, and the mirror plane is going to be this here. And we hit OK. And by doing that, we have created the same part. I'm going to turn off the first part. Oh, sorry. I'm going to take this component now and just move it to the side and turn on the other one. And as we can see, we have the same part, but we have created them in a very turn off bodies, two very different sketches, but we end up with the same result. This is just to show you there are different ways to do things, not only how to do the sketches, but you can do a lot of things in features and use that. So I hope this can be useful for some of you thinking about things in a bit of different way. Don't always get tangled or too focused on the drawing, like, oh, I need to draw every part over here. A lot of things can be done using features like fillets, chamfers, circular patterns on features, to not circular patterns in sketches, and so forth. Hope it's useful to you. Take care, see you around, and goodbye.